So, without further ado, will you marry me?
Oh my God! Of course, yes.
Yes. Why is that? My name is Jared Wilson, and from a man's perspective, I'm happy to share my journey with the hopes of changing these statistics for the better, while uncovering the challenges and opportunities with all relationships. It doesn't matter if you're single, in a relationship, it's complicated, you're engaged, married, or divorced. Let's talk about it. Welcome to The Walk. Hey everyone, welcome to The Walk episode numero uno. Super excited to be here with you guys and kicking off this walk. The whole purpose, as you guys saw in the intro video, first and foremost, I'm engaged. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. Super hype about it. Black men, you don't see that enough. We're proud, happy when we get engaged and married. Not sad and depressed. It's not the end of the world. It's just the start of something new, a happy new journey. Whole purpose of this episode, and not just episode, this whole thing that we're putting together, whatever you want to call it, a season, there's so many possibilities of how far this can go. It's just to foster that dialogue between you and yours to help strengthen your relationships. Far too often we don't know, and when you don't know better, you don't do better. So the more you know, the better you do, and that's my whole goal with all of this, is just to, hey, let me be open, let me be transparent and share what's worked for me in my relationship and how I came to this with the goal of helping you guys with your relationships, or even if you're single, like I mentioned, and you want to learn what is the best thing I can do to make sure that I have sustainable success, because nobody goes into this thinking, let me get married or let me get engaged, let me get in a relationship so I can just get my feelings hurt, I can get divorced, so forth. So let's start off exactly why that. I'm here to share my opinions, but the purpose of me being here is not just to share my own opinions, but share with you guys not just words from here and there, but actual fact-based knowledge, so that way you're not only hearing it from me, but seeing what statistics say, because numbers don't lie. And two, giving you the strategy and application, so actual activities and things you can be doing with yours truly, so that way you can actually work to better your relationship, not just sitting here watching me talk for however long. So let's look at the facts. Why pre-engagement counseling? Pre-engagement counseling can decrease the likelihood of divorce by 50%. So you've already cutting your chances of divorce in half because you took the proper steps on the front end with pre-engagement counseling. 10 to 15% of couples who go through pre-engagement counseling decide not to get married, which actually will also lower divorce rates. So that means pre-engagement counseling is saving you time and saving you money and allowing you to realize and make that own judgment call before you get too deep in that, you know what, maybe I shouldn't get married, which makes a difference. It does help. So why did I say pre-engagement counseling? Many people say I've never heard of pre-engagement counseling. What is that? I heard of premarital counseling, but what is pre-engagement counseling? Pre-engagement counseling is just like premarital counseling, but without all the stipulations, all the pressure, we got to do this, that, and the third. I'll give you just two basic examples. Premarital counseling. I've already proposed to the person. They've already said yes. And now in the midst of us trying to plan a wedding, plan a honeymoon, plan how we're going to combine our two separate lives and bring them into one. We're going to talk about kids. We got to deal with family. All the above, all that extra stress and pressure, we now decide to go to counseling to figure out and learn more about each other to see if this actually is going to work or see how we can make it work. On the flip side, pre-engagement counseling. I haven't proposed yet, but we are deciding we want to take our relationship to that next step with the goal of engagement and marriage. But of course, none of the pressure. No ring or money was spent, so I'm saving my money in case it don't work out. It's smart. Laugh about it. It's smart. 2, I'm saving time not just on my end, but on hers, because now we haven't invested or gone that deep. Whereas others ways, it's like, hey, we already got to save the dates out. We can't cancel the marriage. We can't cancel the wedding. We can avoid all that. And most importantly, we're giving ourselves adequate time to grow and learn into our relationship as opposed to rushing things along because we just got to get it done. You'll be surprised when we talk to our pre-engagement counselors how often they said the first time they even met with a couple was literally within the last 3 months before they got married. Tell me, that's not setting you up for success. And they said out of all the ones they've seen, they've even had a couple who said, you know what? We're just going to have to cancel the down payment on the venue and everything else because we're not ready to do this and we're not in a position. So do a favor for yourself. Be smart. I hate to say it that way, but a relationship is an investment of time, an investment of money, an investment of passion and energy and effort. And a lot goes into it. You would take your time and invest and do your research ahead of time for anything else. Why not for your relationship when it's going to give you that firm foundation you need to be the most successful? Take the time, take the plunge, go into pre-engagement counseling. If you're already engaged, go to premarital counseling as soon as you can. And if you're already married, it doesn't hurt to go through all these activities we're sharing because it doesn't just stop and end there. It continues. It's a journey. So that's why we decided pre-engagement counseling. I went to Kira. I said, look, I told her early in that year we were dating. I said, I want to go for pre-engagement counseling. I didn't tell her that there was going to be a ring at the end of it. I just said, this is something that I want us to do because I want us to have the keys so that way we're the most successful and we have that firm foundation. So speaking enough of that, that's why you do pre-engagement counseling. Let's get into our first activity for the walk. That is about completing strength and growth areas. So the purpose of this activity is simply it's an activity for you and your partner to do. It's an opportunity for you guys to do just a self-assessment and evaluation on the status of your relationship. Just identify, hey, this is something that's working really well for us. This is a place where we have an opportunity that we can focus a little bit more on. So we're going to work on this activity in this spreadsheet and look at what are the different strength and growth areas. 1, spiritual beliefs. We hold similar religious values and beliefs. 2, communication. We share feelings and understand each other. 3, conflict resolution. We are able to discuss and resolve differences. 4, financial management. We agree on budget and financial matters. 5, leisure activities. We have a good balance of activities together and apart. 6, sexuality and affection. We are comfortable discussing sexual issues and affection. 7, relationship roles. We agree on how to share decision-making and responsibilities. 8, children and parenting. We agree on issues related to having and raising children. 9, family and friends. We feel good about our relationship with relatives and friends. And 10, parent and partner style and habits. We appreciate each other's personalities and habits. So there you go. These are the 10 strength and growth areas. Now that you've read through them, we've read through them together, what you're going to do is you and your partner individually are going to select 3 strength areas and 3 growth areas and check off on those boxes with little check marks or X's, identifying what you believe is a strength area in your relationship. What do you believe is a growth area? What you're going to then do is come together and actually just discuss it. Take turns answering about what you thought were your strengths and why you selected them and what are the growth areas and why you selected those, and see if there any surprises there. What areas do you agree the most about? What areas do you disagree the most about? And just having that open conversation. You don't have to get into the weeds. We're going to get into that with you guys. But it just allows you to say, okay, we recognize and we're aware enough of our relationship to realize that we could do a little bit more work because the end goal is just for you and your partner to get better. Who can't live with that? Like, it's a win-win situation. Be smart about it. So we're going to use that just to go through today. You understand why pre-engagement counseling. You understand why I'm doing this series. And, I thank you guys so much for being a part of the journey. Next episode, we're actually going to get into spiritual beliefs. So I look forward to speaking with you guys then. Until then, from The Walk, this is Jared Wilson. Peace.